Chocolate makes people happy, and there's no reason to not enjoy it while on a ketogenic diet. Homemade chocolates are easy to make and can make for a very impressive presentation. The number of calories for each chocolate will vary depending on which size molds you use. The overall ratio of the recipe is 4.66 to 1. For this recipe, we're going to use raw cocoa butter. Cocoa butter is the fat that comes from the cocoa bean, and at room temperature it is solid. For this recipe, we're going to microwave until it reaches its liquid state. As you can see, the cocoa butter is completely melted and it's liquid. Next, we're going to dissolve the Truvia in the heavy cream. Here we have 2 tablespoons of heavy cream and 2 teaspoons of Truvia. I'm going to use a little mug warmer to gently heat the cream. The Truvia can be a little bit difficult to dissolve. It helps to get the cream very hot, and then the Truvia granules will completely dissolve in the cream. The cream is hot and the Truvia has completely dissolved. The next step is to combine all of the ingredients. I'm going to use a glass pitcher with a spout. This will be helpful while I'm filling the molds. I'm going to use 1/4 cup of the melted cocoa butter, the heavy cream and Truvia, 1/4 cup of cocoa powder, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and a tiny pinch of salt. Use a small whisk to combine all of the ingredients and make sure that all of the cocoa powder has dissolved in the fat. Here I have a variety of silicone chocolate molds. These molds are made especially for chocolate making. They give the chocolates a very smooth and shiny exterior. I have my chocolate mixture sitting on the mug warmer. It's helping to keep it in a pourable state. To fill the molds, simply pour the chocolate into each cavity, and if you're going to add fillings, fill them only about halfway. If you would not like to add any fillings, you can fill them to the very top. If you're having trouble pouring the chocolate into the molds, use a 10 ml syringe to help put the chocolate into the molds without spilling. The chocolate molds have been filled and I have a variety of fillings to choose from. These are hazelnuts, and all you need to do is simply place it into the chocolate and press it in. Don't worry if the fillings aren't completely covered. You can add more chocolate to the tops to cover it if you would like, or it's okay if you just leave it. This is the filling from the Irish potato candy recipe. It's the same process, just use a very small amount. Press it into the melted chocolate. I also have freeze-dried strawberries. They are unsweetened and they're very crunchy. But you could use blueberries or even freeze-dried apple slices as well. Once the chocolates have been filled, you want to let this sit at room temperature. It will probably need to sit overnight until they are completely solid. It's best not to refrigerate chocolate. And now the chocolates have set up, they've been removed from the mold, and I'm just going to place them into these cute little mini muffin liners. They make a very impressive presentation. And now you have dark chocolate keto candies to enjoy for birthdays, holidays, or any other special occasion. I hope you enjoy them.